everybody, it's Julie, and I am making a journal right now using this gray envelope that was part of the purple kit. And so I have gone ahead and I have glued the closure shut. Okay, it was a tape thing. I pulled the tape out, glued it shut. I folded it in half. I started going through what I have, okay, and I have a Were I a Violet page that I have printed out, and I included just this page, the Were I a Violet. It has Christmas music on top and then this part, and I included that in what I emailed the ladies that got the purple kit. And so I have cut it. I printed it on copy paper. I've trimmed around the edges, and then I've just come in about 1.25 inches on the one side. So I folded it in half and then came in 1.25 inches on one side. So I have that. I printed out a set of the postcards. Now mine are lavender because remember I ended up with a set of everything in lavender and I need to use it. So yours might not be lavender because you might have yellow ink. I was running out of yellow ink. So on this one I have gone ahead, and this is the 3 postcard images that go kind of like that. That is part of the purple digital kit, and this is the middle one, and I left the white borders, folded it in the middle of the postcard, folded it in at the edge, did a border here with my Martha Stewart lace border punch, and I have that ready to just be a part of this book. Let's see. I have, this is 2 of the postcard images, and I printed them. I have, they're printed like this on copy paper, and I'm folding it up and then folding it in half. And then I trimmed off the edges just so I wouldn't forget. Okay, so I have that. I have this image. I haven't used it yet, so it's going to sit up there. This is going to go right here. I pulled out this tulip paper, and we'll be using it in here. I pulled out one of the coloring mouse pad images, and I folded it in half. I have 5 papers that I have cut down to fit inside the envelope. So that will give me 10 pages of plain. And I'm just going to show you how to put together this book. I have an envelope. I have those things. I have 2 of the pages from the Precious Moments. And one of the ones in this particular kit had a blank one. I took it, folded it up, and then I folded this because this is, it's wider than, actually it would have been okay, but I'm going to go ahead and attach this to this paper, and then they'll be in the book 2 pages. But I like the fact that this kind of looks like it might be a church there. It might be. I don't know. Because I'm actually going to make this I need a new quotes and prayer journal. So I'm going to make this so that I have that. It reminded me yesterday when we had, on the live video, when we had my old quote journal out, that I needed a new one. So I also pulled one of the graph paper, one of the green with the flowers. I'm pretty sure I put 2. If not, then the big one just doesn't have it. And then this gingham. Okay, so all of these are too big for this. They would be edge to edge, side to side. So what I thought I would do is do various pockets. Now, for a quote book and that kind of thing, I really like pockets and more than flips, because I will be putting, I can make more tags, and I can use like postcards and things like that and put them in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll take the papers, and I'll put them right here, and I can use those as a measurement, and just as long as I'm inside those, I'm gonna be good with this. Okay, and we still have a piece of graph paper left to use for our binding. So then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it. Now, whether I use it folded in or folded out, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to fold it, and so that is ready. Okay, so I have another page. Now this, I think this would be really cool like this. So here I need this measurement. Okay. So you just want to look at what your paper does as to what you're gonna do with it. So I'm gonna fold this up, and look at there, I have a pocket. And I have a page that's decorated. So there, and then we'll just go and fold this. I forgot to put my glasses on again. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well, we'll just do that. Oh, there's some reading glasses over there. As long as I don't look up, I'll be fine. I can wear these. Okay, and then we have this one. Now we could do the same thing again with that kind of pocket, which would be fine with me because, again, this book is going to be for me. Or we can go this way and do the flip thing again. So either way, I'm going to get a pocket. I can go this way. I think I'm going to go this way because this will give me like three. It kind of gives me 3 pockets. I don't know if you saw that, but by doing it this way, I get, okay, I want to make sure we're within that. I get this pocket. Okay. So I will end up with this pocket, and then I'm going to take this and fold it this way. And if I go just a little bit more, and remember, you don't have to line up over here because as long as unless you're trying to line up to the edge of the book, you can make this however you want. So look how cool that looks, even just like that. Okay, so now I've got a pocket here, a pocket here. Now this one, I would probably kind of leave it open so you can put a bigger thing in there maybe. Because once the book is bound, this is going to hold this really well. So that gives me that. Okay, so we've used a piece of the gingham. We used a piece of this. And let's see how we are on size. It was just, might have been a little bit off. You know what it is? Look at what I did. Am I not straight? Okay, I'm just going to go and cut a little bit off the top. Because I can. And that way it'll be... Okay. And then, of course, this is decorated. So I'm going to save that. Okay, we have this piece. So we have 1, 2, 3, we're going to go ahead and glue these two together. And I think I'm going to do it. Okay, first let's go ahead and shut these pockets. Okay, I'm just going to use the ATG gun. Okay, so we'll close up that pocket. And then we're going to glue this to that. Okay? But I think, just because I'm strange, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a little piece. Wow, things just fell. A little piece of this eyelash trim and put it in this hole before I close it, just because that'll give a little silly interest to this page. And eventually I could tie like a small tag or something here, but if I'm going to glue this down, I won't be able to do that unless I've tied something on here beforehand. So go ahead and put some ATG. And I've switched out my ATG right now. I'm using just the regular, not the acid free. So it's the one where you get 2 rolls. For I'm lining up just a little bit away from the middle. Hopefully. Well, I thought I was. That's okay. Okay, so there we have that page. Okay, and I think we're going to go ahead and... So this image right here is from the purple digital postcard kit. But this one is, again, it's from the set of the things that I was printing when I ran out of yellow ink. So mine came out very purple. Okay, so this is not the way that this should look. They should look more like that. So I guess I don't have, oh, nope, I guess I don't have the one to show you, but they should look more like this than like that. But I want to use these up, and this will be a perfect place for me to use them, is in this book. Okay, so we have that page. So now we have another one of these pages, and I can attach it to this envelope. I could just go in and attach it to one of these pages. That might be kind of cool. I think that's what I'll do. So before I attach it, I'm going to fold this so that it will open and close. Okay. And then I'm going to decide which side I like better, that I want to see. The greatest of these, I like that. Oh, I guess it's going this way, no matter what. Well, it could go this way. It could go like this. Or okay, I like it like that. These are fun. These were sent by Gina so that we could use these in the purple kit. And it's been really fun for me because I have a whole lot of precious moments. Wishing you a comfy Christmas. The greatest of these is love. Okay. So that is in there. And, yeah, so I like that. Okay, so that is a page. So then we can just go ahead and kind of start putting our book together. We have odds and ends of, I'm going to do just one signature this time. And I think I'm going to put the postcard up above the page. And then what I'm going to do is I'll add pockets and other things to this as well. Oh, we've got these. Okay. And it doesn't usually work out that I don't usually do plain paper every other one like this, but it's working out. And so I think that will be cool. Now this gives me lots of places to write. I'm excited about the lots of places to write. The one other thing is, I told you I would show you how to make one of these. But what I will probably do myself is I'll probably stencil and stamp in this. And I think I'd like this to be my opening page. So all of these items that I'm using, except for the 5 pieces of copy paper, were part of the purple kit. So purple kit is sold out. However, there are still spring blossom kits and the romantic Valentine kits are still available. And they're still available in my Etsy shop and at Dearjuliejulie. And they would have a lot of the items like I'm using here. I kind of do similar stuff. Similar but different. Okay. And, oh, this is the music. You know what? I'm not going to use that. I am not going to use that. Okay, so now I like these to be smaller when I make this particular type of book. I don't know if there's a because. I just do. I'm still adding things here. Of course, if I put this in the middle, if I put the envelope in the middle, and then I can cut this, that breaks that up a little bit. Okay. So yes, this is a little messier than what I would normally have out there. And, you know, if you have like one of the water embossed pages, or even there is a page in here that is really pretty. And I'm going to use it here because I think it's going to be so much prettier for this first page. But know that I only gave you one of them for the kit, and you might want to use it if I can find it. There it is. This. I'm going to use that. Okay. So I know that I'm going to have to cut a 1/2 inch off of each side. But I think I really like that. I'm going to use that as my cover page. And like I said, I only gave you one of those if you got the purple kit. You might want to use it here, or you might want to use it in your big book. That's entirely up to you. I will be using it in both because I'll be cheating. Okay, and again, I have some pretty papers that I'll be able to use for banners or something in the book. Okay. Oh, looks like I didn't need to cut the edge off, but that's okay. I should have checked it first. Okay, so now we need to find that other piece of grid paper, and we're going to go ahead and cut 5 squares off of it. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is just going to give you an idea how you can put together something really fast with an envelope. Okay. Go ahead and fold this in half. I hate binding on camera. Okay, so there we got that. Okay, so now we need to go and finish our cover, but we do have this. It is ready. Okay, we're going to cut it to the size, but we're going to wait just a couple minutes here. We need to grab this, and so we had, somebody gave us, and see, now I'm starting to forget who gave us what, and I'm really sorry, but these were medical labels that came apparently without what they were supposed to have written on them, and it is basically, it's Tyvek. So this will reinforce our binding. I am going to go ahead and use my Tombow Mono Glue. Now, as long as we do this fast, because this stuff dries hard, go ahead and put it on. Put it on, put it on, put it on. How are we? That's kind of weird. I needed storage room on my phone, so I deleted YouTube and then re-put it back in, and it was all weird. You know what? I'm gonna do a different one because I think I want the white side up, not the. Okay, so yeah. You know, if at first you don't succeed, glue the other side. Ah! No, I did it right. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. We'll just go ahead and put our glue on here and on our table. Okay. Pull this down. And this is just going to give us some reinforcement for our spine. Okay. See if this will, if I'll be able to get this glue up with at least the new glue. Time to go shopping and get a new a new mat, because I really like this mat because I can measure. Oh, I guess I don't need to clean it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so go ahead, and the one thing about the Tombow glue that I've noticed is that you do need to redo the, push it down a couple times. Okay, now the other thing is decorating the inside. Okay, so of the items that we have, let's see. Okay. See, now I put these in there so you'd have these for the book. To use these to cover the inside of the big book. Of course, that one that I just used for the cover page, that would have been kind of neat on the inside, huh? What do you think? I like that. I like it very much. I like it so much that I'm going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to come and cut this. And there we go. Okay, now of course the one thing I don't like is this. So then what do we do? Of course, if I hadn't cut it, it would barely be. Let me go get one that isn't cut. Okay, I'm over here getting one that isn't cut from the lots of papers that I have. I think I still had some of those. Yep, there's one. Okay. Okay, so well, there's a couple things we could do. Of course, I've used the lace. The flowers are sticking to the laces. I think I might have to do something about that. Nope, not dark enough. I have a dog in here with me today. The Toto dog. I don't like, I don't like, I don't like, I don't like. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's mostly where the binding is that I need the reinforcement. Right? Maybe? Okay, so if I were going to put this on, I would put it on and I would cut a little tiny, well, this way we might be able to use that piece. Look at there. We can use that piece. And then we still have, yeah. Okay. So we can do that. I like that very much. And of course, if you would rather use this on the front cover, you can use this on the front cover. I like it on the inside. I have an idea of what I'm going to do on the front. And so let's go ahead and we're going to use the bottom of this one. This is how I get, when I get down to the part where I get discouraged about it coming out the top, like I'm waiting forever for it to come out the top. Then I turn it over and I use the bottom. So sometimes I have a couple bottles of this over on the side. Right now that is not the case, but sometimes. And then I can just go ahead and go around. I want to get all the way to the edge. Okay. And okay, there it's coming out there. You can use something to oh well. Spread it. Oh, got a glob. You don't want a glob because that will show up. And remember, this is just like thick copy paper right here. So it is gonna wrinkle. But the kind of paper with that water look, I think it's gonna be I'm gonna be fine with that. Okay, you can go ahead and get one side wet and ready and put it down and then do the other side, and that's probably a better way with this glue because it does dry pretty fast. So there I have the inside of my book, and I'm going to go ahead, press it down. Okay. Oh, I got a little bit of a crease going on here. So we'll let this dry. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, remember, I'm going to cheat. I'm putting this one back in the kit I'm working with. So that is going to be your choice if you have this kit, whether you use this really cool. I don't have enough of them to give you all another one. How bad are we off? Sorry about that. When did I do that? Okay. Okay, so we have the inside. We have our pages. Okay. Like I said, we'll let this dry. Now, another thing that we can do is find. As we can take one of these and it can become a pocket, or maybe this one can become more like of a tuck, and then it will just decorate something there. You know what though, this one's not card. Go ahead and grab one that's card. And okay, so now this is a trip. I grabbed these papers because I thought it was white cardstock, and it ends up, it is CD decals. So apparently now I have stickers. Oh yeah. But I'm going to go ahead, well, you can see here I took this one off, which is a bummer because that would have made a great pocket for the front. But I think we can go ahead and they're not as purple as the ones that are on the copy paper that I did. I'm just going to cut this out. And it's thick. So it could become a pocket here. And then I could hold things in here. So we'll see. I was just doing that while we waited here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll measure this from top to bottom. So we're going to cut off 1 and a little bit of a square to right here. And then what I do is I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to fold it in half again. This is going to be a really simple one. I'm just going to make sure that those small pages that I've done, I'm just going to do the 3 signature, I think. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. Well, if I put the small ones like this or like this, that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to come back and mark my spots right there, right there, right there. It's single signature, so not super hard. I mean, you literally don't even need to do like what I just did there. But okay, I'm gonna grab the pen. I've liked doing it with the pen lately instead of trying with my awl that isn't really an awl. Okay, so you want to line this up to the center line. I'm going to hold it with the paper clips just because that, and then come down here and put it at the center line here. Okay. Make sure we're in the center. Grab the pen. I remember going through glue and Tyvek and 6 pieces paper, no, 3 pieces of paper, 4 pieces of paper. So there we go. And you can do this like on a book, might be better. Telephone book. I know some people do this in the center of a telephone book. So there are our holes. Okay. And then we've got this. And so now what we have to do is go through, and I'm going to leave this over here and make sure that my small pieces are going to get grabbed by at least 2, if at all possible. Okay, and now again, we're going to go ahead and figure out where we want things. I want this more centered, this front page. Okay. And I'll open it up, and I'm going to use sometimes I use the binding clips. They work really well too. I like these long ones, especially when I'm going to put an envelope in the center, because they'll reach and grab the envelope. Okay. Make sure that we're at the edge. Now I'm going to grab this little guy, and remember, this is going to be a little shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper clips, and I'm going to move them so that they're holding the envelope and my template. Okay, so this is my binding template here for this particular book. Okay, and now here we go. There's one. Make sure your finger is not in the way. And, oh, naturally. It's like 2 are easy, 3rd one, not so much. Okay. We have our 3 holes. I'm going to pull the binding template out, because we don't need that in there anymore. Make sure we're still taping. We are. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our thread, and what I do is go 3 times the size of the paper. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. This purple crochet thread is included in the kit, and I'll be right back. My kitty cat with my needles is in the living room. I'm coming. So sorry. I wasn't going to do all the way through to binding, but so this is my kitty cat with the needles, and she usually lives up there, except for when I'm doing stuff out in the living room. Okay, so one of the things that I do with my when I'm binding is I go ahead and attach, especially if it's like a 5 or a 7 hole. I'm only doing 3. But I'll attach a paper clip, and that will keep it from coming back through. So we're going down through the center to start with. This will be should be an easy bind. We're going to come up through the back at the top. Okay, we're going to pull this. We want it at least like there. We're going to go back down. Okay, I'm going to pull this to the side and go to the side of it. We're going to go down, back through. Then we're going to come up through. Oh, we forgot to put, okay, yeah, Julie forgot to put the cover on it. Which would be fine if we were doing a blind binding, or but we weren't. Jeez, Jules. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're putting this on here best that we can. Okay, so we'll re-thread the needle. Who's ever done that before? I don't know if you saw what I did, though. I just unthreaded the needle because of the paper clip. So, okay, make sure we've got, okay, we're threaded. We're going to start on the inside of the book. Down through the cover. Pull it straight. We're going to come in through the back of the cover and the back of the book on the top. Of course, not as easy as it was the first time. Okay, I'm going to pull this to the side and go to the down the right side of this hole. Okay, back through the book and back through the hole in the cover. Okay, and then up through the cover, through the book. Ta-da! Okay, there's our binding. Okay, and then, okay, we can just tie it off. We can go ahead and, oh, I went underneath the bottom string. Pull everything tight. Pull the needle off. Make sure we're good and tight. And tie it off. Okay, so our book is bound. And what I did was the envelope in the center closure. I'm going to double tie this. Okay, pull our paper clips that are holding our book down, and we can close this envelope. You can leave it open if you want. You can leave part of it open, and that would give you a little tuck. I think that's what we'll do. Because on this, like I said, on this type of book, I really like the little tuck places. So, there we go. So now we have a book. All of these pages. We'll have a place here, and I will also open this up over here, and it will have an opening there. Okay, so that is how to put together a book really quickly, and using the purple kit. And using some digital printouts from the Purple Kit digital printout, and these awesome copy papers, so that, I'm going to end this video right here. We'll come back on the next video and do the cover and start decorating inside. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. The Etsy shop is Dearjuliejulie, and you can find the postcards for the purple kit are in there now, and you get all four. You get the these four postcards, these four postcards, these four postcards, and the set of 3. And that's what I've got for you today. So I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.